Now, question of the day. Our target, how can determine coefficient of kinetic friction? Okay, look here very carefully. First of all, if you see very carefully, first of all, read the question. Figure saw in a block of mass 200 kg. This one is a block. Mass of this block is how much? 200 kg. Being a drag at constant velocity with a force of constant velocity means this one is going on with constant velocity. V is constant. What do you mean? Means what about oscillation? Is zero. Why? Because of constant V minus U divided by delta T. If V this equal to U, according to question, so that's one zero. So oscillation is how much? Zero. It means net force on that block is how much? Zero. Okay, clear or not? So look here. First of all, so net force on 200 kg block is how much? Zero. Why? Because of constant velocity. Clear? Now next, and constant velocity with force of 80 Newton acting at angle 60 degree to the horizontal. So first of all, resolving F into two direction. This is F cos 60. Basically, what about F? F is basically how much? 80 Newton. This one is 80 Newton. So 80 Newton along x direction, 80 cos 60, and along y direction, 80 sin 60. Clear or not? Okay. And here frictional force. Frictional force act in this direction. Fr is given. Okay. Mg act downward. So how much? 200 into G. Normal force upward direction. This is N1. Clear? Now, first of all, our target frictional force, coefficient of friction of kinetic friction. So basically our target coefficient of kinetic friction, basically mu k. Okay, I know that mu k is basically, if you are targeting mu k means, what do you mean? Means fk this equal to mu k into n1. Clear? So if we have focus on n1 and mu fk, then you can determine mu k. Clear? So how can determine n1? So first of all, if you see normal force n1 and here 80 sin 60, this balance to weight. Okay, so n1 you can write now n1 plus 80 sin 60, this is equal to how much? 200 G. Clear? After that, so what about n1? N1 is 200 into G minus 80 into sin 60. Sin 60 is how much? Root 3 by 2. Okay, this one is basically root 3 by 2. After that, look, so if G is 9.8, so this one is 200 into 9.8, 40 root 3. So basically, what about that value? That is 190, and here 400. Sorry, 440 root 3. N1 is look like that one. Now next target, net force along Y. Here algebraic sum of Y direction is 0. That's why N1 is got how much? Like that one. That is Newton. Now next, along X direction, what about net force? 0. So 80 cos 60 minus FR, sorry, FK, because of motion, mass into acceleration. Net force is 0, so written here 0. So you can say that Fk this is equal to 80 cos 60 degree. Cos 60 is how much? 1 by 2. So this one Fk is basically 40 Newton. Clear? Now I know that Fk this is equal to mu k into n1. So what about mu k? Mu k is fk. Fk means 40 divided by how much? 1960 minus 400 root 3. And this one is closer to 0.02 is the final answer. I hope so clear. So closer to, that is 0.02 is the right answer. Make it. If anyone face any doubt, then comment it. I will discuss again. Okay. Here net force, you can say that F net along x axis 0. Why? Because V is constant, that's why. Okay, make it.